Shalom, shalom, family, and greetings. All praise to the Most High Yahuwah on this beautiful Shabbat day. Another beautiful day in Ghana. No matter what's going on, it's still a beautiful and peaceful day. For peace is not in your surroundings, but peace is within you. Another episode of Ghana Talk Pt3. No matter what they tell you what's going on in Ghana, it is what it is. And that's anywhere in the world. It's going to be what you're going to make out of it, how you're going to deal with it, and everything in life we deal with certain things. Even when we don't want to deal with it, we deal with it. So like we always say, what you make out of it. Pros and cons everywhere throughout the world. But you definitely want to get more pros than cons wherever you live. Wherever you may be, wherever the Most High send you, enjoy it, embrace it, push forward, endure, and accomplish what was set out for you to accomplish. Don't whine and cry over spilled milk. Get a rag and wipe it up and pour you another glass. And keep it moving. Look back over your life. Look how far the Most High had brought you through times that you never thought you would have made it. Through whatever difficulty that you went to. Sometimes we would say that other people had it worse than you. But you know what? That's not really so. Because their situation is their situation. And your situation is your situation. But what may seem like theirs was worse than yours is not to be considered. Because whatever comes to whoever it come to, that situation is that situation. That situation is strong and powerful for them. So in other words, it goes back to say he will not let nothing come upon you more than you can bear. So they bearing their situation, you bearing your situation. So in reality, the situations are pretty much equal. Even though they might seem far apart, more difficult than the next on it, but your difficulty is your difficulty and their difficulty is their difficulty. And life is always about getting around the right people, getting around that supportive cast, getting around those with positive energy. Every now and then, the Most High Yahuwah will allow certain people to come in your life. And certain things is put there for us to make us stronger. But what they say, that don't kill you, will make you stronger. But I know in the spur of a moment when things go down and happen and you don't see it, it kind of throw you for a loop, and you get knocked out of whack. And then you panic, you go into panic mode, then you start to make bad judgments and this and that. But sometimes you just have to stand still. That's why the word you must say, stand still and seek the salvation of the Most High Yahuwah. And it's true, that's what anything in life. What they say, calm down, take a breather, take a deep breath. That's true. That is very true. But here in Ghana, I can say on our personal note and our personal experience, we don't have challenges. And we still having some challenges. But you know, the challenges are what they are. You know, the problem, you know, the thing with it is just, you know, just trying to find a solution to it. That's all. Don't let that situation bog you down. It's all about maneuvering, dipping and dodging. So how y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. Feeling good in the neighborhood of Ghana. Out here in the country. Listen to the sweet sounds of the birds, crickets, frogs, other little animals out there. Enjoying every bit of it. You know, you have to make your peace. You got to make your own peace, I tell you. Wherever you may be, you got to make your own peace. Even in the States, some people said they didn't have peace. Some people did have peace. Things went down over there, but hey, we made the best out of it. And we had some peace. You might, you know, have your battles and stuff, but yet we was at peace. So now we had a restful peace now. That peace was a working peace. This is a restful peace. But for some, it's still a struggle. And when you figure you don't go from place to place and you're still struggling, time to sit down, stand still, seek the salvation of the Most High. Examine yourself. See what's going on. Matter of fact, speak to yourself. Be true to yourself. Even the word tells us to examine ourselves. But the minute you start lying to yourself, it's over. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. You done messed all up, and you're finna be messed up. Gonna talk, y'all. Oh yes, gonna talk. Life and Ghana. Life in Ghana is different for everybody. For those that was born here, for those that done came back here, for those that are visiting, for those that are living and staying. It's all different. You know, people be upset about the money grab. But hey, we know it's a money grab, but in the midst of that money grab, regardless, you can still make out what you want to make out of it. You know, people looking for certain benefit, people looking for certain things, you know, that happen or should have happened, shouldn't happen. Hey, keep pushing forward. Like I said, keep pushing forward. Well, you that couldn't make it, you that didn't make it, you that couldn't hang, don't give up. Regroup. And try again. Look at and examine where you think you went wrong. Why this happened and why that happened. It's a simple fix once you realize what the situation is and what it was. Some people rush things. Some people didn't think about it. Some people was all giggly and happy, just to be in the motherland. But to all my lovely folk, may the Most High Yahuwah continue to give you the strength and the patience to endure. May He keep you rooted and grounded, planted like a tree next to the river of running water. May He give you the strength that you need and not the strength that you want. May He build you up where you was torn down. May He comfort you where you was comfortless. May He encourage you where you had no courage. May He give you and instill in you the faith and trust that where you had unbelief and you had doubt. May that be removed from you. May His joy come into you. May you let it be received in you. May the scales come off your eyes. May the wax and tootsie roll come out your ears that you can hear. May your mind be open that you can comprehend. That you may start all over and have a new begin. Shalom, shalom. Much love to y'all. Until the next Gonna Talk. I'm out.